The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The LSU Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. Last season, the Rebels missed opportunity after opportunity to deliver the knockout blow, a game that they never trailed until the final play when Garrett Nussmeier threw an overtime touchdown pass and set Tiger Stadium into pandemonium.
And one of the things I remember most about that game, David, was just how LSU got after Jackson Dart. Their defense and the pass rush was enormous in that game. They had 6 sacks. That's going to be a big factor for them again. And this one, David, trying to disrupt the quarterback's rhythm.
And you know what every hotty-toddy fan remembers? That this game kept them out of the playoffs. So there's even more passion for this rivalry because they cost them something a year ago. Time to get some payback today.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Caught in the backfield, it's Stribling. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. With the catch, it's Stribling. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The give out of the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Let's talk for a minute about LSU. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
There he goes! He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense putting points on the board.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. To the air, it's Simmons. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds a man on the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
They'll run play action. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already with 2 touchdowns on the board, now they're back at it up 14-6. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find an...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Oh, they're after him. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll run it from the gun.
Guys are just saying Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And nice job by the D defending the RPO. They didn't bite on the play fake too hard. Everybody was able to stay back, and they ultimately forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Durham. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
On the ground, it's Durham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Anderson. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The lone back's got it. Fighting off the defender. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw, it's Simmons. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down play from the gun. Caught close to the marker. It's Wallace. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The screen, and watch out. Makes one man miss. He stopped short of the 1st down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 41. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's caught. It's Watkins. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
And the Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. And his throw is incomplete. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. He's got the first down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 5 here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. Time to get back to the second half of a flowery but fierce rivalry, the conclusion of the Magnolia Bowl.
put foot to leather to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then.
Turning it on! Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Touch pass on the run. Inside the 25. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll try to pound their way in. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this team.
There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Anderson. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go back to the ground. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He has the first and still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. They want to throw it. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a little space. Fouls through the defense. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
To the air, it's Simmons. Spits it out to the back. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's dribbling. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And some room to work. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Caught near the sticks, it's Sharp. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Going to the running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by a field goal over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The short hands, it's Wallace. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. You're
breaks into the open. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Rebels want to move quickly.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the Rebels will keep this drive going. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the boot, looking for his man. Makes the grab, it's Wallace. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide open downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. That's caught, it's Durham. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Durham. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The give as they work on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got a man. It's Diggs. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
Bringing the heat. And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.